Hey guys. Oh my goodness. It is such a gorgeous, gorgeous day here. And I just wanted to put a little shout out to a little friend of mine. He's been listening to my recording every night of a light language blessing I did for his mom during a session. And he's starting to sleep better. And even though he's blind and nonverbal, he has been watching my channel like religiously. So if you're listening right now, I wanted to do a special blessing in his honor today to thank him for being such a sweetheart and for vibing with me like he does. So everybody listening, just relax your shoulders. And this is just an energetic blessing that kind of is channeled through my soul, my higher self, Celeste, and it is a blessing that is alive, and it affects everybody differently, and it can help you with whatever you need right now. So maybe just set your intention for a moment. And yes, I have pink hair now. It's going to get lighter as it goes, but it's pretty vibrant right now, isn't it? Anyway, okay, in case you thought you were seeing things. Okay. Hai mo ai kain sai la kirena. Hasha siki mo ai. Ai kan chansa. Halehe e mo. Ai ka mo bon santa chekes. Halehe e mo anateta ansaki ama ambako. Ashisi I la prana takits. Asisi ama omako. Ale e mo no makai is. Hoping you guys were feeling that. People feel anything from peace to tingles to miracles. So hopefully that helps you at least have a beautiful day and put a smile on your face this morning. All right, so let's take a look at the masculines right now, shall we? I always want to look at those masculines. How they doing? They're feeling you. They're feeling you. They're having dreams about you, and they're even like feeling telepathically. They're sensing you. Very cool. Wow. They may even be telling you that. Cool. All right. Well. Okay. DJ, turn it up. Okay. Interesting. All right. Oh my goodness. Oh well. Oh well, we have a surprise on the works. Lisa. Again, somebody's trying to build up the strength to cause this surprise to happen. He's sick of hiding. He's sick of hiding you. He's sick of hiding in the bushes and peeking at you. He's sick of watching you on social media and doing nothing about it. And he's sick of hiding behind being afraid. You know, he's been afraid long enough, and he's ready to take some action. He's tamed, or you've tamed that lion within him, that beast within him. You're like, it's like Beauty and the Beast, right? And she's like, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's going to be okay. I promise. And he's like, makes me think of the wolf on Twilight that was like all sad. You know, they do such a good job with those things, like portraying them heartbroken and It's like, he's like, are you sure? Do you promise? Do you promise if I come that way, you're not gonna kill me, devour me, eat me alive, spit me out? You know, and this is his dream come true. This is your dream come true. It's both of your dream come true. It's gonna be fine. I just wanted a little story insert here because I talked to a feminine recently. Well, actually, she's the masculine. I forgot. Oh, yes. Okay. So wow. Now this really hits home. I mean, home as in what I see and hear all the time. But okay. So she's trying to, like, her feminine ended up going out with somebody else and got kind of stuck in a relationship, a really difficult relationship. Then it's like they both found karmic. So the divine feminine ended up, a male, ended up being with this person who ended up fooling him. And she moved in with him and everything. And then he found out she was married. Surprise! We're going to start a life together, but I'm married. It's like, what? So then she was thinking to go back to this guy that she was with before, who would have been a karmic, because her twin flame is taken by a karmic. So I know this is a little bit complicated, but then, so she's contemplating going back to this other guy. And I was like, no, I don't like the way he treats you. I don't like the way he talks to you. You know, he's not, I don't feel like he's a good guy. And so I just asked her a ton of questions, hopefully trying to save her from going back to that. And then, she ended up explaining that, you know, at this time in her life where she's at, she feels like she needs him for financial reasons. And then I was like, I honed right in on that. I was like, wait, tell me more about that. And then she goes, well, you know, I can't afford this or that or the other thing. And then it was like, okay, so tell me, like, how much of a percentage would be for that reason, and how much, you know, would be for love, you know? And then she was like 80%. And that really struck her when she said the number. She was like, oh my gosh. And then I said, now I want you to think about something else. Would you want him to date me? Would you be okay? And she goes, no, hell no. You know, I would protect you from him. There was no, and I was like, really? You know, so why wouldn't you love yourself that much? Why wouldn't you protect yourself that much? You know, why would you care more about somebody else? You know, it just is a good example of that we need to love ourselves more than anybody else. Because if you love yourself more than anybody else, it enables you to give to everybody else from a full cup, you know? You can't give from an empty cup. That's like superficial and fake, and it'll burn you out and you'll get cancer, because cancer is caused by people pleasing. Can't do that. Fill your own cup up full of so much love you can't handle it, and then it pours out into everybody else. So, you know, thank you to that masculine, to that female masculine, because she's, you know, it taught us that great lesson. And there are so many masculines in that position. If you are going after somebody for what they will provide for you, you will not be happy. You may be happy for a couple of years, but if you have kids, your kids are going to see how fake you are. They're going to see what you're doing. They're going to see what you're up to, and they're going to grow up to do the same thing. If you don't have kids, it will not sit right with you. You will not be able to settle. You will not be happy. You will be miserable. So this is why I specialize in true love, not fake love, not I'm just going to cling to somebody love. Like, this is like the real deal. This is somebody who is meant for you, highly compatible with you, somebody you can come home to every night and have a friend, a best friend, and laugh and tickle and have awesome sex and extraordinary, just absolutely out of the ballpark extraordinary. So And there may be multiple people, yes, because there's soul flames, there's soulmates, there's a twin flame and all of that. But you guys got a new beginning coming that's going to surprise you. And it's going to be a new beginning where you can just really, truly be yourself. And you don't have to be a fake and a phony. You're not going to have to be a size such and such and be tan and buff. And he's not going to worry about having to go to the gym 24/7 to be perfect so that, he looks perfect for the Barbie doll. You guys may look good, but it's not about that. Or you may not look good and nobody's going to give a crap because you guys can be totally yourselves with each other. And it's going to be worth taking that risk. And the sex is going to be freaking awesome. And there's going to be lots of it, you guys. Lots of it once that cracks open, like cracking open the first beer, right? You just, or the first potato chip, whatever you want to use. But a new beginning is happening and it's a gift from God. And it's going to come at you kind of like that. You're going to be like, whoa, there's a hand floating at me out of nowhere. It's like, how would you respond to this thing showing up in your life? It's shiny and gold. Look how shiny it is. It's like, oh. So it's gonna, you guys, it's gonna, yeah, he's been thinking about this a while. He has not been able to get you off of his mind. How mature you've been, how emotionally intelligent you've been this whole time, how you've been so patient, compassionate, understanding, and loving. Sometimes he's been like, it's a trick. She can't be that cool. She can't be that nice. She can't be that understanding. She is. She is. I mean, she's going to lose her cool sometimes, just like everybody, because she's a human, but she's pretty damn cool. You guys, don't worry about it. You guys have that sweet, childlike, playful connection. That's not going to go away. In his heart, he's totally debating. He's been going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And when do I do this? When do I go? When do I go see her? Because this is a trip. When do I take her on that cruise? When do I surprise her with taking her on that cruise or whatever it may be, some kind of a trip or cruise? But he's been vacillating back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. How do I surprise her? What's the best way to surprise her? Where could I hide? Where can I jump out? What can I give her when I see her? It's like when as soon as I do this, as soon as I communicate or as soon as I show up or as soon as I do whatever I'm planning to do, it's over. It's that a whole new life is going to begin, and it could be for the rest of my life. I mean, it could be forever, however long ever is. There are no guarantees as to even how long we'll live, but the glorious years anyway. The happy years, the happiest years of your life are about to begin. There's a little pressure. Look at this on his heart. He's like, whoa. And he's knowing now, I feel like a knowingness too, that she really is the real deal. She's not trying to fake him out like those karmics. In his actions, he knows the right thing to do is to partner up with her. In whichever capacity that is. I mean, that doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. I don't see any marriage cards in this spread. So whoever I'm tapping into right now just may be thinking, initial stages, like let's collaborate, let's get together, let's work together, let's, finish this project together, let's create contracts together, or just a regular partnership. That could be marriage. I mean, I always say that looks like a church and people are getting married, right? Or justice of the peace. Yeah, if you guys were thinking you would go to the justice of the peace, this is confirmation for you. Oh yeah, double confirmation for justice of the peace, you guys. Some of you don't actually want to go through a big ol' wedding. You'll just want to go to somebody like this who's just like, okay, stamp here, sign here. Okay, you're married. Let's just make it official. Nobody has to know except you guys, So this isn't his action space. So this is what he wants to take action on. Maybe he's going to show up and be like, let's go get married. Gosh, you never know. not to get your false hopes up, because it's not about you guys coming together. I mean, these readings are about, how you guys are kind of working together and kind of looking behind the scenes at where each other's at in terms of like trying to come together. But whatever resonates for you, and take what does and just leave what doesn't at the door, because it's not all, I don't think everything is going to resonate in every reading. That would take a custom reading, which you can order those too. So he has fell out in the cold long enough, and he's left you out in the cold long enough. And he's been in kind of that lack mentality. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough this, but I don't have enough saved for a ring. And she could care less about a ring. Just get her a band. Get her like $100 band. She won't care, trust me. So it's like he's done with them being separated like they are, and that has really stressed him out. So he's wanting to get away from all those worries and self-doubt, doubts about her, doubts about like what to do. He's overthought it for way too long, and he's actually going to go over to the other shore now. Ooh, I just got a vision of, I've been watching those Twilight movies because they're up on Netflix now, or no, Hulu. And so this just made me think of when they go to the island after they got married for their honeymoon. He's going to sneak away with her. Ooh, and he's going to maybe not tell people even what's gone on. He's leaving them out in the cold, not telling them. He's like sneaking you away to an island. This could be quite literal, you guys, for some of you. He's like taking you away someplace totally secluded for the two of you to be alone. This is awesome. This is so cool. So this is, wow. So this is his overall energy. So being that that's his overall energy, dude, you guys are going to get surprised, and he's going to take you somewhere. He's going to take you somewhere to get married, or he's going to sneak off to get married. Holy cow. Yeah, because this could totally be your proposal. Your dreams are about to come true. Both of you. Whoever I'm tapping into, this is some huge energy. This is really big. You guys can trust it. You guys can totally trust making this decision. You will know it in your heart. You will know, like, it'll feel obvious. Pray for that. Okay. One of my favorite, here's two of my favorite prayers. Please make it obvious to me. Please make the obvious decision, or the best decision for me, obvious to me. I don't want to have to guess. I don't want to have to feel into everything ridiculously. I don't want to overthink everything. Just please make the right choice for me obvious to me. Okay, that's one of my favorite ones, because they will. And the next one is, please let me know the truth of all things. That is, yeah, that one's a seriously awesome, incredible one. Let me know the truth of all things, please. And they will tell you everything you want to know. And they will do so. Pay attention, though, when you pray that prayer. Pay attention to everything everybody says around you. Become like super hyper aware of everything. And so that way you will see the signs as they come through. You got to pay attention. I've prayed that prayer, and then all of a sudden this person walks by and says, ba, 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 ba. And I'm like, whoa, did they just say that about that thing I just inquired about? And then somebody else will go by and go, yes, what they said is the truth. And I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, is everything just like animated by this incredible God source energy, and in a very highly intelligent, incredible, subtle, powerful, synchronistic way? Absolutely. That's my life. You guys would not believe the numbers that cross in front of me, the stories that I hear from people and stuff like that. It's like it's all tied together. It's all like, somebody will come in for a reading and they'll talk about something, and then the next person comes in, and what that person talked about is the answer to this person's question. So that's when you know that you're totally one with life. Everything is magical. Everything is an answer to something else. It's just, you're just in awe all the time. I mean, you're used to it, but you're just in awe of how incredible the universe is. if you don't feel that way, you got to get there. You got to get there. You got to believe I am so completely loved and supported in all ways and always. The universe always has my back. It takes care of things before I even have any needs. You know, believe it, and it'll happen. All right. So in the future energy is he's known where he's wanted to go for a long time, where he can be authentic and vulnerable and be himself, you know, and he's been planning on going that direction for some time, and now he's going there, and he's going to be celebrating with you, taking you out for dinner, celebrating, you know, the marriage or whatever it is. If not, I mean, this could be, let's do a dummy down version of this whole thing. I don't know if there is one. I don't know if there's one. I'm really feeling very celebratory energy. Like, you guys are going to be so happy that you have this little secret. It's going to be just incredible. So the worry is over. He was staying up late at night, maybe even having some of them have been having all these dreams about you as confirmation, but also maybe some nightmares about like exes and stuff like that. Yeah, there've been a lot of you have had dreams about like exes trying to kill you and crazy stuff like that. It's because that's come up for healing so that you don't bring that into this relationship. It's bringing up your subconscious fears and stuff for healing. And remember, purging is really about, like, the universe is going to keep bringing you all of the things that you've ever picked to experience. And I say picked because we're master manifestors, right? So the universe brings out this platter of everything you've ever wanted, and everything, which includes all the bad stuff, right? Stuff about lack and stuff about not having enough or being good enough or all that kind of garbage. So the universe is going to keep offering that whole platter up to you, all the new experiences as well as the old beliefs and stuff like that, right? So it's up to you to pick and choose the new thing. You know, no, when these types of things happen to me now, this is what I choose. I choose an affirmation. I choose to do Byron Katie's work. I choose to do, you know, to look up Muji or Gangaji or, you know, Adyashanti, you know, and so we're watching these videos like somebody I know. So it's like, you know, just pick what is right for you now, what is new to you now, and stop picking the old item anymore. So it doesn't come up to haunt you or to taunt you or to say, oh, I'm back again, I'm still here. It's more like, here it is again. How would you like to react this time? What do you believe about it now? Kind of a nice way to clean things up, right? And that's a very loving way if you think about it. Wouldn't you want the universe to be this way, to still give you whatever it is you would want? You wanted that before. You know, who's to say you don't want to go back to something you liked as a child, you know? Sometimes we do that. Sometimes we go back to horses. We love horses, so we want to go back back riding again. But why would it be biased like that? It would be loving, and it would be offering you whatever you've ever resonated with before, as well as what you resonate with now. And he's coming to offer. He's finally making that offer, even though he's feeling a little on shaky ground about it. And he's going to make everything all right again. He's going to bring peace to the situation. He's going to bring a breath of fresh air to the situation, relief. Worth the wait is what I get. It was so worth the wait to get that sweet offer. I feel like he's showing up as a boy because that's what he's going to be feeling like. Not all of you, this is going to happen for, or at least not at this time, but maybe in the future. So one of the things I've said in another video, and I'll just repeat it here because it's worth repeating, is, you know, you watch these readings and even if these things aren't happening for you now or don't happen this week, it's just the energy of it, and you are creating this. You're manifesting this video in a sense, and it's fueling your dream. It's fueling your fire. and it's lighting up that pilot light in your heart, right? So don't cling to it like, oh, it has to happen, or if only it could happen. Like, don't do that with it. Hold it lightly and say, yes, that's my future. Yes, this is coming. And that's going to help you manifest it. Bits and pieces of it, because you won't remember every part of this video, even though some of you watched them multiple times. But, you know, just let certain parts of it go. Yeah. Ah, gosh, that'll be so awesome when that happens, you know? Even if it doesn't happen exactly the way that you think it did, it gets the energy of it, brings the match to it, if that makes sense. So maybe it's not going to be an island, right? Oh my gosh, I just saw the Hierophant card. I swear to God, you guys, that was crazy. That was a little wink. So maybe it may not be to an island, just the two of you. It could be something that would be the total equivalent. It could be like he takes you on a road trip to a hotel. You know, you guys have a weekend away together that's just magical. Or it could be, I don't know. I mean, I could guess all day. So many great ideas out there. But, you know, it'll be the equivalent of it because you called it in with your vibration. So the key to manifesting, and I am a law of attraction coach, but the key to manifestation is to believe you can have it, know that it's coming, and let it go. You know, don't. So, all right, feminines. I just heard you be like, who cares about the feminines? But, you know, we want to see where they're at as well. The masculines want to know. They've been tuning in. They want to know where she's at. Hey, all right. That's funny. I love how I can feel your guys' reactions. All right. She wants the end of this difficult period already, you guys. She wants that offer. Look at that. He's offering that offer, and she wants that offer bad. She wants to heal this. She wants to see him step up and be courageous and do something about the situation, about the separation. She wants him to heal this between them. She doesn't want this anymore. She wants him to show up all big and brave and puffed up and peacocky. Not cocky, peacocky. Like showing his full feathers. This is who I am. I hope you accept me for who I am. And then she's like, well, I hope you accept me too. Here's my feathers. And they're both just trying to be brave and courageous about this new beginning, and it's going to get healed. You're going to realize both of you are going to sleep so good, because it's like, what a relief to know this person loves me completely. Because you guys think that the feminines they're convinced that their masculine doesn't love them, and it's just like when they finally find out, or they actually see the actions, they're blown away. But it's funny because the masculines doubted all along too, and you masculines know what I'm talking about. You guys doubt it too. You're like feeling just as insecure, and that's part of the reason why they run and stay in separation is they don't feel worthy, and they don't feel like they, you know, that it's okay to receive, that it's okay to be loved and looked up to and whatnot. You know, the feminines have already gone through that phase usually of dating the bad guy and kind of breaking through needing to be treated like crap. But the masculines were a little bit behind, but they're coming out of that now. They're having more self-love now and knowing their worth, and they're breaking out of these fears and insecurities that were holding them back for so long. And they're just like, screw everybody. I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to love who I want, and I'm going to, you know, go build my life the way that I want it. And hopefully I inspire you, the rest of my family, friends, or whoever, to do the same. Because y'all should be living your own dream. Y'all should be just taking a chance and going and doing whatever the heck you want to. If it's going to Fiji or some crazy place to go start a new life, do it. So she's cutting through any illusions. When this happens, it's like, she's like, oh my gosh, I was making up all these stories about why he wasn't saying anything. I had all these, I thought it was because I wasn't pretty enough. I thought it was because he was fooling himself, or he was just using me, or he was just, she had all of these things that she was thinking he was up to as to why he wasn't coming forward boldly for her. We watch those romantic comedies and that stuff does happen, but it happens different. You don't see the big separation. They kind of make the big separation be like, they'll say 6 months later, 2 years later, and so you don't really get the feel of all the stories she makes up in her head that whole time. But trust me, the feminine's minds go crazy the whole time. Like, why won't he say something? The cards look like he's totally in love with me, but he won't speak to me, or he flat out pushes me away, or whatever he does. So when he comes forward finally, she's going to be cutting through these illusions. She's trying to do that now. She's trying to learn to tell whether she's telling a story in her head, whether she's just making something up, or it's fact. So she's trying to learn to discern truth from fiction that she's making up in her mind. I suggest not even making up any stories at all, but just maybe if you make up a story, make up the story that he loves you, he wants to marry you, and that's it. And let the rest be whatever it is. Watch his actions wiggle and wobble all over the place, and watch him reject you, and watch him go through all his weirdness for a while, and then watch him show up. Just, tell yourself that's the story that's going to happen. He's going to be weird and wonky for a while till he realizes his worth, and then he's going to come forth boldly and courageously and want to marry me. Or sneak in somehow. Whatever you want to make up, it's not going to hurt you to make up a story that's positive. It will hurt you to make up a story that's negative, a story where you don't believe in yourself, or you think he's just trying to, maybe he's just using you as a backup plan. That's a good one. Maybe he's just, you're really not good enough for him, and he's just kind of stringing you along so that he can end up getting somebody better in the end, at the last minute. Maybe, it's like you could go on and on with these negative stories, but they make you suffer. They make you angry at him when he's not even there. They make you, some of you are actually like getting physically sick and gaining weight and stuff because it's stressing you out to be making up all these stories about him and why he's not doing whatever you feel like he should be doing. And you're judging the crap out of him. I hear you guys. You guys talk to me all the time. And it's just like, well, he should be, a real man would show up, and a real man would tell you where he's coming from, and all of that. You guys got to throw that stuff out the window. If you're still thinking things like that, you're probably a little ways away from union, as they call it, because you really do have to stop the judgments. You got to stop making up stories. You're not going to be able to even keep your relationship going, even if you do come together, if you're still making up stories like that. Because your mind is always going to want to run off with your imagination if you let it. It's an unkempt mind if you allow it to run off like that. A disciplined mind takes things, stays in the moment, sees things happen, and just observes. That's it. Just observes and has peace with it. And you may go, I wonder why that happened, or I wonder why he hasn't gotten back with me. That's interesting. But you won't stay there or linger there or let it bring you down in a downward spiral. You'll just be like, on with my day. Look at the beautiful trees and the sunsets and the birds, Let me talk to other guys and go out on dates and have a great time and leave my heart completely open to any option at all. That's the way to deal with it. Is try to keep coming back to a place of freedom always, because being in the moment is going to bring you what you want, whether it's with the person you're thinking or not. Freedom and letting go is the key to life. Loving life exactly as it is and exactly how it shows up will bring you so much more peace, and not just bring you peace, but will actually have that kind of energy to it. It's like God source energy pouring through you in the moment is attracting. You're like your wildest dreams coming true. So she's maturing. she's becoming more emotionally intelligent even than she was, because she's starting to see through illusions better and faster than ever. And if she's been dating, she's able to see through that pretty quick. You know, she can see that, you know, if he's smoking pot all the time, he's probably going to be pretty numbed out to life, right? If he's, you know, whatever he's got going on, or whatever, he's probably like, he's being a player. He's just saying that because he wants this. It's like they can see it so much easier now. And because they've met their masculine, they can tell, like they can feel the innocence and sweetness of their masculine compared to this other person who's trying to manipulate and stuff. So she's been learning a lot during the separation period. And now she's contemplating who to be her husband. So they've both been contemplating, they're both contemplating about going into marriage. You know, this guy feels like he's got the Midas touch. He feels like he can make anything happen, and she does. And if she is dating a bunch of people, then she's like, who is the best husband material? You know, who is the best one to invest in long term? That's in her actions. In her overall space, she is really wanting the end of this. She is just wanting the end of the separation, wanting it to be over. She's done feeling betrayed by other people. She's healed the wounds from the past with her ex-husband or ex-boyfriend or whoever really hurt her. She's been healing that. And she's ready to take a risk on a new beginning, you guys. She is ready. He's ready. She's ready. They're like ready to rock and roll, and they're wiser and smarter and more mature at this point in time. A total transformation has occurred, and partially because of her intuition has told her the answers all along. It's guided every step she's taken on that pure horse, that white horse. And she's created this new dawn for herself through manifesting it, through having faith in it, through believing in a future. I see, like, I know those aren't sunflowers. I think they're pomegranates or something, but still they remind me of sunflowers. So it's like she's kept her face to the sun. She's kept her face to like trying to be at a higher vibration all the time, more and more all the time. And she's taken these steps to go forward slowly but surely. And every time she's stumbled, she's gotten right back up on that horse and kept going. And she's about to see a new dawn. She's maybe even dreamt of some things that are going to be happening in this new life of hers. She's also been feeling him telepathically. They've been sensing each other or seeing lots of signs, both of them, pointing the way to each other, lighting the path as they go. So beautiful, beautiful. If that resonated with you, I'm going to go do the extended version right now, so you guys can enjoy some guidance over there. I do some oracle cards, and I do a light language blessing to help make it smoother and faster for you, or help expedite things in the best way possible for the both of you. So, all right, have a beautiful day, guys. Catch you next week. Bye.